Integrity made Bobby Morris the city's first Sports Star awardee. On the crisp Saturday afternoon of October 3, 1936 in Pullman, 22,000 football fans streamed into a new stadium and saw Washington State edge Stanford 14-13. But the drama didn't end with the final score. For days, Northern California newspapers kicked around fierce spoil sport claims. 5 Stanford players had accused the game's lead referee of coaching Cougar players on the field, and in the finishing moments, blowing back-to-back calls that stranded Stanford mere inches away from a comeback touchdown. The complainers, in today's political parlance they might have screamed, "Stop the steal!" were never named, though the official's name was made notorious. A San Francisco Examiner headline declared him under fire for bum rulings. His detractors, however, didn't really understand who they were dealing with. The ref was longtime Seattle sports official Bobby Morris, 1897 to 1970. A mentor to thousands of school children and college athletes, and renowned for honesty and fairness. Square as a die, Cougar coach Babe Hollingberry described him. The Pacific Coast Conference probed the coaching allegation, and 1 week after the game, Stanford officials telegrammed Morris a public apology. "We regret the unfortunate publicity which has developed in this matter and any reflection which may have been cast on your integrity." Also, filmed evidence indicated that in the 2 culminating plays, while the torso of Stanford's ball carrier reached the end zone, his knees had first hit turf shy of the goal. Thus, as per collegiate rules, Morris rightly denied Stanford a winning score. For more than 2 decades, this man with the boyish first name officiated countless basketball and football games, including Rose Bowls in 1925, 1935, 1936, and 1939, and served as a judge at Longacre's horse races. So it was natural that he came to embrace a high-profile opportunity to ensure the integrity of local records and elections. In 1937, Morris was appointed King County's chief deputy auditor, then auditor in 1941. Elected to the post in 1942, he was re-elected every 4 years thereafter until, ill, he retired in 1969. Fittingly, the city playfield east of Morris's alma mater, Broadway High School, today's Seattle Central College, where he played sports himself, was named for him posthumously in 1980. Now, all of this is worth remembering given that the 89th annual Seattle Sports Star of the Year banquet clocks in this February 15th at the Westin downtown. The awards series, launched by the Seattle Post-Intelligencer and originally dubbed Man of the Year, began in March 1936. Who won the first award? None of the 11 nominated athletes and coaches, but rather someone devoted to keeping their games trustworthy, Bobby Morris. In our first then photo, in their East Queen Anne backyard in April 1939, Bobby Morris, in his referee uniform, and his 6-year-old daughter Marilyn examine a Northern life insurance policy. Morris posed for the endorsement as a favor to 2 friends who worked for the firm. For details on Morris, visit sportspressnorthwest.org. In our second then photo, Seattle's Bobby Morris playfield, east of its namesake's Broadway High School, today's Seattle Central College, is dedicated on April 15, 1980. From left, Morris's granddaughter Linda Campbell Johnson, his wife Dorothy Morris, his daughter Marilyn's husband Dick Campbell, his daughter Marilyn Morris Campbell, and Wendell LaBroche, who organized the naming campaign. In our third then photo, Bobby Morris, winner of the first Man of the Year award in 1936, poses for a bust created by sculptor Alonzo Victor Lewis. He is the only winner of the award, now called Sports Star of the Year, to receive a bust. For more info on the award series, visit seattlesports.org. In our fourth then photo, Bobby Morris signals a second touchdown for Pittsburgh while the Panthers defeat the Washington Huskies 21-0 at the Rose Bowl on January 1st, 1937 in Pasadena. In our fifth then photo, the city champion Broadway High School football team poses in 1914. Bobby Morris is in the top row, second from right. And in our final then photo, Bobby Morris works as elected King County auditor circa 1960s. When he retired in 1969, the Seattle Times' Ross Cunningham wrote that Morris permitted no hanky-panky with county records and was a guardian of elections honestly conducted and honestly counted. Today, recreating the 1939 pose in the same backyard, Seattle residents Bobby Morris, great-grandson of namesake referee Bobby Morris, and his grandmother, Marilyn Morris Campbell, examine a Seattle Times sports page. Also today, Bobby Morris, great-grandson of namesake Bobby Morris, and the referee's daughter, Marilyn Morris Campbell, stand next to a newer sign designating Bobby Morris Playfield on Capitol Hill.